We're just going for it. And we,
That was
I wish we had a pre-gaming camera
on me.
on you when we are having a little technical delays or something.
We don't ever have technical delays anymore.
I know. I was having flashbacks here.
Well,
Take a breath. Take a deep breath. It's all good. We made it. Happy Sunday.
it does show that we're live on your phone, right?
Yes, it does. It does. It does. As a matter of fact, Sean S. is celebrating a member of 5 months. He says he's here, but he's driving to Laredo, Texas.
Oh, well, I've heard about that.
Welcome in, Sean S. Sherry Milner is also celebrating 2 months here as a member. And Pop, he just joined in the club.
Well, Pop Pop's been a member.
He has.
I think he just
He renewed. He renewed. We are live, Tracy. Welcome in. You got Kissy Cat.
What's happening?
Linda is in. Tracy in Arizona. Let's see. Do you like
Wow.
that? How I did that?
Wow. Tracy in Arizona. My favorite Tracy. Ron Gambles.
Welcome in, Ron.
Celebrates 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Mike looks so refreshed.
I am.
Are you?
Look at that. No, not really. I'm putting on a good face.
I am so tired.
We're beat, man. We're beat.
Look,
I'll tell you
Tank is
what.
in as well. What's happening?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, April said maybe we should just skip this week. And I said, with all the stuff we've got going on, we're going to probably miss a few here and there. And I damn sure don't want to miss one that we don't have to miss.
You did. I'm just tired. We have been going all weekend, right? We spent a lot of time at the farm yesterday morning. We got up so early. We made a lot of headway out there. I know I did on the inside of the house. You guys made some headway. We got some stuff moved in to the
We
shop.
got the race car in.
Yeah.
Got both race cars in the shop now, so.
Mike resembles Cool Whipped.
I don't understand that.
I don't think you do.
I don't either. I mean, we both have some
You might have
facial
the same
hair.
nose, maybe.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, maybe just a tad bit.
That's weird.
But yeah, we were able to clear out the sewing machine, which is now going to be a bedroom.
Sewing room?
Sewing room, yes.
Yeah.
We were able to clear all of that out. Your brother and I did that while you guys were down at the shop. And it was a lot of hard work. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know what machine that is that I had you come up and move.
The sewing machine?
Yeah. It was a Singer?
Probably. All that stuff is very industrial. It's not your average pickup at Walmart sewing machine.
No, everything was made out of metal. Even the table it was sitting on.
Yeah.
And it was so heavy. Iron. I think it was iron. Not
Oh,
metal.
yeah. Right.
It was made out of iron.
Like cast iron or
Yeah.
something.
And it was really cool. Some people probably
The fact that I came with you?
Yes, that's it.
Oh.
No, there was this ironing board in there that was made out of an iron. Like it was the base of it was an iron, and it had these contraptions that you would fill with water, and it would run down into the iron, and then the ironing base and the ironing board piece of it was all iron.
Was it one of those ones that you like press down and it pressed the clothes, or?
No, it wasn't that. It was a handheld, like, our iron, but the base of it was made out of iron. And there was these things that there was these poles, and you would hang things on them, probably maybe starch and water to press and steam things. It was really, really interesting.
Kissy Cat wants to know what happened to the machine. Which machine? The sewing machine?
The sewing machine we haven't done anything with.
Yeah, we got to find somebody to buy it.
Yeah, we're going to have to find a new
Because nobody
home.
sews. My dad's not going to sew.
No,
I'm not going to sew.
I'm not going to sew either. We got a lot to do and a lot to find new homes for.
We're like Smokey and the Bandit. We got a long ways to go and a short time to get there.
We are running out of time.
Yes, like the cleaners. It's that industrial.
Yes.
It's very.
She's talking about the ironing board at this point. But yes,
absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just so much stuff that we found. Your grandmother's sister stuff, right? Your Aunt Flo, or
Oh yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
there was this room was just had so much stuff, and it has I don't know if you saw this or not. I'm so intrigued by the stuff that your parents have. It was a shelf and they had like plexiglass on them, and then it just had thousands and thousands of
Oh,
threads,
of
different.
the
Yeah,
the
yeah, and
yarn.
then like each
Yeah.
section had like every type of color, yellow you could think of, and red and green. I mean, thousands and thousands of spools of thread and needles and patterns and books, like all these sewing books. And oh, it was just
I
incredible,
I
all the
really hope we
stuff.
find somebody who wants that. I hope we find somebody who can use it
Mm-hmm.
and
Can
you know,
appreciate it, right?
it well, I, there's somebody out there who
Yes,
has a
kissy
dream
cat there was.
of doing this, and that is the machine, and that that whole setup could. I mean, somebody could literally make a living doing that, or
Mm-hmm.
enjoy their hobby doing this.
And do
I mean, it's not us, but I really hope that we find the right person that will be grateful to get that.
Yeah, so
You know,
have you ever seen the little threads? They're about this tall, but it's flat and it's like the thread is wrapped around it and then it goes onto the bobble, which goes underneath the sewing machine. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. There were thousands of those
really,
too, with the bobbles and the thread on them. And oh,
like a bobblehead.
it was just so freaking fly fishing, guys, tie flies.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay. With the nylon thread, is that what she's talking about?
I think
And then
so.
she says, "Can you sew car upholstery?"
I can't, but
Oh,
that
with the nylon, yeah.
that you could probably sew. You might. I don't think you could sew leather with that. Not thick leather, but you could definitely sew like a cloth interior together with that.
Yeah. I mean, it was just
Not me.
everything in that room was incredible, right? And the things that I
Hmm.
found or we found. And
Uh,
Sherry says, Douche says, bobbins.
yeah,
Welcome in,
that's it.
Sherry.
Bobbins.
Yes, bobbins, bobbins, bobbins. That's exactly what they are. Just tons of really cool stuff, and we got the room is absolutely spotless now. We can move your father into that room. You're probably going to have to tackle that a little bit by yourself with me being gone. But
Yeah.
the only thing I didn't do was touch the closet, right? And the closet had lots of material,
Mm.
lots and lots of material in the closet itself. There was just nowhere to move it. I don't know where we're going to go with all that, right?
Well, hopefully we can post that stuff up soon
Yeah.
and get it to its rightful home
Yeah. So somebody,
because we don't want anybody tripping over it, stubbing their toe. What?
you're funny.
I try.
You're really funny. I'll tell you what.
Don't tell me anything because I will say it online.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Vintage fabric will sell on eBay. It definitely is vintage. Is your March Madness grid filled out?
No.
No. So we need you guys to send in your email
Ah,
address so that, send us an email so we can send you. I will drop you a link on Selection Sunday. And you can
it's a
go.
couple weeks away, right? It's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks away.
Was that today? No. Is it next? Oh, you need to Google that. Can you Google right now? Was that today or is that this Thursday? I think it kicks off this Wednesday, babe.
Actually, Hank told me. Hang on, I can tell you.
I think it actually is Selection Sunday, so we need to get it because we have up until tip off. I believe the first game is Thursday. Let's take a look and see. Thank you for asking, Sherry.
Wow, really? So we're already there?
We are probably already there. That's how out of touch we are.
That's horrible.
So
No, he said 5 p.m. He said tournament selection is at 5 p.m. on the 17th, so next Sunday.
ooh, St. Patty's Day too. We got a great show lined up for next Sunday.
Yeah,
For next Sunday, right?
which I thought, yeah, I had a
You
mix.
thought it, yeah. You thought today was St. Patty's Day.
No, I thought that St. Patty's. I thought it was the 13th or something. I don't remember why I didn't think it was the 13th, but or the 17th. But
Yep. So definitely, send us an email so that we are able to
yeah,
add you. I will on Selection Sunday, and then you have all the way up until tip off to choose your teams. Winner of the first place, the winner who wins the bracket itself, is going to get $150. So it can be Venmo, Cash App,
yeah.
or you can get the Amazon gift card. Right, that's always a fan favorite.
Well, I think you're talking about for
for March Madness?
Yeah.
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 For March Madness. And yeah, well, I was gonna do the trivia in a minute.
No.
Second place is second place is gonna get $50, right, of your choice. So it's definitely, I've played several bets in Vegas. Go Cougars. Yeah, you know, they did really well last year. We'll see how good they do this year as well. And you know, so if you're in, let us know so we can get that out there and we guys can have some fun with March Madness. Pop says green beer for everyone. That's right.
I think I'm gonna have green beer next week.
Are you?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably gonna have
So
some.
what do you just take regular beer and put green dye in it?
I don't know. Oh gosh, what kind of beer was I thinking about getting next week? I don't know. I had it figured. I'm so freaking tired. My mind's not working.
Starts with a G.
Guinness.
Guinness, thank you.
Yeah. Right now I'm drinking moonshine, banana pudding.
Oh, look at Mr. Fulton Mraz.
Ugh.
Hello, Mike and April. We have won our first basketball game and we lost our second basketball game, but we got second place in the semifinal basketball. Congratulations.
How did you?
Yeah.
I know Pop made it to the next round. How did you do? Did you? So great job on the basketball.
Yeah, let's talk about karaoke knockout.
How did you do on your karaoke knockout? Because we voted for you.
Yes, we did, and we also voted for Pop. Pop made the next round, so let us know, Mr. Fulton, if you did.
I hope he made it to the next round.
Yeah, we certainly do. We certainly do.
Green bourbon.
Hank knows I'm a bourbon girl. I love the bourbon, right?
Yeah.
I'm top 15, Pop says. You know, when I voted for you, it said you were in 10th place. Mike, try that banana pudding in your coffee. There's an idea. That does sound good. So next weekend.
Well, I mean,
well, now you got to go to work.
I'll take it to work with me. Woo!
Woo-hoo, yeah. So we got a busy week, right?
We got an extremely busy
week. Going to be
week.
traveling this week. You're going to be going to the airport early in the mornings and picking me up late at night, and it'll be fun for the next 2 weeks. I will be in next Sunday for the show. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Speaking of that,
Green apple and Crown Royal.
Oh, that sounds good. Speaking of that, I want to kind of give a shout out to Linda, because Monday we had catastrophic failure at work, and I'm kind of just sitting around getting ready to go, taking my time, and then I get the text that our internet's down, which that's a catastrophic failure for me.
Absolutely.
So I head out the door. I forget my coffee. I didn't sleep worth a crap the night before, and you and Linda got together and made coffee happen.
Yeah,
she showed up with it, and
she stopped on her way into the office.
Matter of fact, she just kept them coming. I had like 3 Starbucks that day.
Welcome in Josh Ray Slots and Miss.
I want to say thank you to you and Linda for Linda, because she's
the one that did it. Yeah.
Well, I know, but you told her.
She's the one that did it, and that's all that matters. Is you got your coffee and you were able to carry on throughout the day.
Woo!
Mr. Fulton did make it to the next round of karaoke knockout. Congratulations! That's 2 of our people.
All right.
I love it.
Just wait, next year Cool Whip's going to kick y'all's butt.
That's what family does, she says. You have the best wife in the world. Oh, Linda.
I do.
You're going to make me blush.
At least in my world.
What does Glenn Levitt mean? I don't know. I must have missed something.
Glenn Levitt.
Oh, I get it. That's a drink.
Oh.
I get it. Okay.
Sure, Milner's got all the information.
Right? Exactly. Let's see.
Thank you all for coming in.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We're so scatterbrained.
Yeah.
We got up. So we went to the farm yesterday. We got all that done in the sewing machine and everything.
Got the car in, got some stuff moved around in the shop.
Yeah, lots and lots of room. We threw away not a lot of stuff, but like boxes and things like that. I will see you in Los Angeles. I hope you make it that far. That would be great. Oh, so Glenn Levitt is Scotch. Okay.
Well, you haven't tried Scotch yet. We still have yet to try Scotch.
And I haven't tried the gin either, remember?
Yeah.
We bought some, and then Grams took it with her on Christmas Eve. So
it sounds cool, like whenever you see people on TV and they're having a Scotch neat. And I'm like, wow, I want to try that.
Yeah. Well, I like my martini. I'm back to the basic again tonight.
Banana pudding.
But
I'm actually kind of the first couple drinks were, it tastes like banana pudding, and then it slaps you at the end with the moonshine. But now I'm kind of getting kind of used to it.
all right. So, okay. I just realized what you're drinking. I mean, I know I heard you talking about it, but
Yeah.
I remember now. Scotch is an acquired taste. I think gin is as well. Tracy says gin is gross.
Tracy would know because I would.
Ooh, kissy cat gin and grapefruit juice.
Like the
I
grapefruit
do
juice.
like grapefruit. I like the juice as well, so that would be good. That'll be good. So yeah, we did the whole farm thing yesterday. Then we got home, and you asked me if I wanted to get dressed and go to WinStar,
Yeah.
which was really nice, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we'll go up to WinStar. We have the Mexican food restaurant, which we absolutely are in love with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hank's been there.
Hank, and Sean asked, we went and ate
Oh,
there.
yeah,
We
Sean.
liked it. We loved it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go for it, right? And so
Sure.
we get up to WinStar and we go to the Mexican food restaurant. And I'm going to tell you now, I don't know what it is, guys. And let's kind of discuss this. But when we first went, it was brand new, grand opening. It'd been open maybe a month or so, right? And that was in January. So we are super excited. And this time, it was horrible. It was the food was bland. I got sick. And yours wasn't very good at all, right? And you were dumping hot sauce on it. And normally I eat all the hot sauce and chips, not all of it, but we have them coming and keep it coming. This time I wasn't even interested in eating the hot sauce.
Yeah, it was very bland. I don't know how much salt I put in it to try to give it some flavor, and then dumping it on my enchiladas didn't help.
Yeah.
It just tasted like tomatoey cheese enchiladas.
Yuck.
And they were cold. It was just, I had a bad experience. It was not good. I would have been better off to go eat the crappy pizza at WinStar.
I like their pizza. Well, I used to. I haven't had it in a long time because you said it's no good, and I don't even like pizza. But we had fun, right? It was just a date night, so we didn't film, we didn't go live.
No, we saw Rob.
Yeah, you did see Rob there, him and his girlfriend. Right?
Yeah,
It was somebody
Rob from work.
Yeah, somebody you work with. That was
Rob
fun.
from work.
So we will, I've kind of tried to lure you last couple of weekends of, hey, you want some really good Mexican food? Because we can't find any around here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I can lure you to the good Mexican food, and we'll just play a little while we're there.
That you had me at the Mexican food, and then now you're gonna have to come up with some new thing. Like there's naked girls at the border, and I'll be like, all right, let's go.
There's naked girls playing slot machines. Okay,
Woo!
let's go. Gross. Can you imagine those chairs?
No. Well, yeah, I'm just saying it's probably not going to be the Mexican food. So
yeah, so now I don't have anything to entice you to go to WinStar other than to just go and play. But it was horrible. The food was horrible. I had fun, but
it was good. Yeah.
We didn't win anything.
Once
again, I don't know. Well, I won the last time we went live when Sean S. and Hank were there,
Right.
right? At the end, I won our money back. Well, I doubled it. But last night, there was just nothing was hitting.
I had some recovery plays where I'm down to $30 from my 100, and I was able to bring it back up to 100. And then I continued to play to try to get that hit and never got it. So yeah, I had a couple hits that was $40-$50, but nothing.
Yeah. So Ron Gamble says the WinStar rooms are outrageous. They're $3.99 for a Wednesday night. And that is true. If you've never been to WinStar and you don't have a player's card, you are going to pay for your rooms in the beginning. And then after you've gone and you've played, then you will get a Sunday through Thursday deal that's free complimentary night, and the hotel taxes are only $10.99 a night, which is so awesome compared to Las Vegas. But it is also spring break right now. So if you were trying to go these next 2 weeks, they're outrageous because it is spring break. Once they open up their pool, which their pool, I believe, will be open very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for us to get free rooms sometimes during the weekdays, right? During the summertime, because they're always so packed and so many people go there for the pool. Same thing with Choctaw, right? You're going to find we get anytime pretty much we can get a free room at Choctaw, except for during the summer. We can only get it like Sunday, maybe Sunday night and
Well,
Monday night or a Tuesday night because that's a
well, it
family
depends on how much we've
destination.
been playing.
Right. True, that's
And
true
if we've been
too.
up there playing a lot, back when we were doing the man versus slots challenge, and we were up there playing
Hours and hours. Yeah.
20 hours a weekend or something straight,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I mean, we had run of the place, but that hasn't been the case lately.
Look at Hank. He's bragging. He goes, I don't know what the prices of WinStar rooms are. Mine have always been comped.
Yeah, he also said that his go-to is the pizza there, so I wouldn't take a whole lot that Hank says not right now. I think he's
I
probably
think
been
the
drinking.
pizza there is good. I like the jalapeno and pepperoni pizza.
Have you not seen me
But
get the pizza and how greasy it is?
the last couple times you've gotten the pizza, it's been so greasy that I've steered away from it. But
The
I used
last
to absolutely love it.
3 years that I've gotten the pizza there, it's so
Probably.
greasy.
It's
It's
been a
horrible.
while. Yeah, it has
But it,
definitely been a while.
if it's 2 a.m. and you've been drinking a little bit and playing, and you're on a run of slots, then I'm gonna do whatever I got to do.
Well,
And
there
that's
was
gonna be eat that gross pizza.
There was definitely no way making our money back. And it's funny because I looked over at you when we were in the 360 casino room, and I looked over and you had your last 100, and it was gone super fast. So here's me thinking, all right, either he's ready to go, and he's like, as soon as I run out, because at that point, remember, I only had $30 left,
Right.
and you still had the full 100. And so I look over at you and you're just max betting, choo, 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 and it's like 5 minutes into it and your 100 is gone. And I'm like, oh, crap. This means he's ready to go home.
No, I was trying to do some hero or zero, man. I was on $5 spins, $5 denom, $5 spins, and doing our 250 bet, and
Yeah.
I was, you don't hit it big playing on the 50 cents.
Sometimes you do, but it is, I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of hard. So Josh Rayslot says they like Choctaw Grant, which I don't think we've ever been to Grant. I think my mom and I went when we went to see my cousins that lived in Paris, but
Right.
and we just barely popped in just for a few minutes and then we left. But I don't even. Can you guys film there?
I think it's pretty much
All
across.
Choctaws you can
I
film.
think, from what I was told, it was across the board, but I've never heard of. But
Well,
then
we may
again,
have to
Pop got
try.
kicked out of somewhere.
We may have to try Choctaw Grant because they have a hotel there as well.
Whatever.
Right? I think it's just a little bit further north, maybe 20 minutes. I can't remember because I know when my mom and I went to Paris, we drove up to Grant. So,
Well, that's like a plane ride.
oh, stop.
Oh.
Oh, you can film as long as you have permission 2 weeks in advance. Okay. There you go. There you go.
That's probably not going to happen. We'll just do it. See if we see
We'll
what happens.
probably get kicked out. We're used to that. But it was nice to go and to the casino, and
It was great.
It was nice to get away. We've been so busy, traveling so much. We've been getting ready to move to the farm, and it's been absolutely insane. So it was a good little nice getaway for us. 100%.
Oh,
Evil Pie.
Pie.
What's
I gotta try that
that?
place. It's on Fremont.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of the. There's a couple places I need to try because the ones we tried last time were horrible. They were so bad. We were gonna do pizza reviews in Vegas.
Oh yeah, that was a flop.
And it was every pizza that we tried was so horrible. There was no hero. It was just like each one was worse than the last. And the ones
This was on the Strip.
well, yeah, we went to the Cosmo, to the hidden pizza place, and it was
Secret pizza.
yeah, it was horrible too.
It really was.
I mean, it wasn't any good. I mean, I'm kind of a pizza snob. I know what good pizza is, and I haven't found it in Vegas. Actually, you know what? I'll take that back. In between Mandalay Bay and help me out,
Luxor.
Luxor, yeah, next to that Irish pub,
Oh, I love the
That-
Irish pub place.
that pizza place. It's really good. They actually did have some pretty good
was it
pizza.
Serrano's or something like that?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I don't remember. We got all the
Stick with
footage for it.
DiGiorno. Right. We had good pizza tonight.
We had good pizza tonight.
We ordered Mama's Pizza. It's been a long time. I don't even know if I've ever had it, but I know you said it's been a long time since you had it. And it was actually pretty good.
It was really
It
good.
took forever to get here, but it was good.
Well, that was my fault because they're opening one close to the house, and I thought it was open.
Yeah.
All the signage is up and everything, and they've got the windows painted up, and I thought it was ready to go, but apparently not. We got a lot done on the camper today too.
Yeah. Talk about that because you did awesome on it.
I
I cleaned and you.
got the roof all finished. We're pretty much ready to screw the final piece of the roof down. Got the fenders all mounted.
Awesome.
I'm gonna wire all the lights, and then put the doors in it, and then we should be able to move it.
Your plan is to drive it this weekend, right?
Yep.
Ooh-wee.
Gonna drag it out there this weekend.
Yeah, so we still have to do the outer bed lining, right? We're gonna line
yeah,
it with the bed lining and stuff, but this will be fun just to drive it and see how it drives. And I just the worst fear in mine is we're gonna drive it and it's just gonna fall off the back of the thing. It's not funny, I know.
Well, no, remember we worried about that, but then I actually did mount it to the trailer.
Yeah, I know you and I remember that.
The floor we built that floor inside of the frame of the trailer. It wasn't going anywhere anyways. And remember we had to beat it into there.
I do. I just it's just one of those things.
It's not going anywhere.
Right.
I've got it bolted to the frame now.
So Tracy likes Costco pizza, and Hank says this. Yes, Hank, I agree with you. Totino's frozen pizza is where it's at.
Really?
I love Totino's pizza.
No.
Put some salt on it. Yummy.
What's the one? Oh, I'll tell you.
Welcome in, Valerie.
Costco
dogs.
I gotta try the Costco pizza. I don't know that I've tried Sam's or Costco. I'm pretty sure I haven't. But the One Bite pizza, frozen pizza, was really good.
Oh, actually, yeah, I do remember that. It was good. You're right.
Yeah, the Barstool Sports one.
Yeah, I like that one actually, because the Totino's one was my go-to for frozen pizza, right? And then we tried that, and I actually liked it. I forgot about that.
I'm a Red Baron frozen pizza guy.
Is that what you get?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's the black with the yeah. Okay.
It's because whenever me and the girls were poor, it was like $3.99 for that, and of course they always got the DiGiorno.
Well,
that was
Totino's was 99 cents.
Yeah, well, I know. I wasn't that poor. I was poor, but I wasn't that poor.
I was that poor.
And now I'm like, well, that's my go-to pizza, and every time I get it, I'm like, I really don't like this anymore, but force habit.
That's just too funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm really kind of digging this.
You are?
Yeah.
Did you drink it all already?
No, I'm probably about 3/4 done.
Nice. I'm sorry. I just drew a blank.
Fractions there?
Huh?
Nothing. I don't know. Go ahead.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, did you like me using fractions there?
Zachy VO9, what you drinking, Mike?
I am drinking.
Did you change your screen name?
He did change his screen name.
Okay.
Zachy, that's cool. I'm going to start calling him that at work.
Yeah, we are.
I'm drinking banana pudding moonshine. It's pretty tasty, actually.
Cannot stand bananas.
That's true. You don't really dig that.
I don't. I there's no way.
There's the eggnog one in there, and there's also peach cobbler.
Aldi has good pizza. Yes, they do. That's right. That's
Really?
right. Hey, you know
Aldi
what that
doesn't have anything good.
the bananas, you know what that just reminded me of?
What's that?
Is we might have been better off of me eating what was in the parking lot when we got there.
Yeah.
Oh, Ronnie C, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, that was pretty gross. We're going to try to go live Wednesday to celebrate 2 years on YouTube.
Woo!
Good job, Pop. That'll be fun.
Oh,
Your trip.
I hit my mic.
You did. Rookie.
I'm a
Pop
rookie.
and them look like they had a great time while they were there in Mississippi, right?
Oh,
Banana shine, not pizza. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
well, how could they not have? I mean, they were on vacation. I mean, you ever had a shitty vacation? I mean, you probably have. But
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have.
look, it's Brian.
No, who's that? Teresa G's in as well. Brian who? Brian, are you coming back to Texas or not? I need to know.
He's not coming back.
He's not coming back. He's like, forget Texas.
Yeah.
Anything food wise from Aldi is terrible.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't go
No,
to that
look,
place.
Aldi has some really good deals. I mean, I know I don't go there
Like
because you don't like it.
78 Buicks or
Do
something.
you remember during COVID when you could not get milk and eggs? Where did you get them from?
Aldi.
Okay.
And
Yes.
that was the last time I've been in there.
I'm just saying they at least had what we
That's because
needed.
I'd been to like 78 stores trying to find milk and bread for you people, and
You people.
because I was going to come home hero, not the zero.
Mm-hmm.
And I came home. I had a cape on, and it was flowing in the wind. I had no COVID, and I had eggs and milk. And there was.
Do you remember that? That was just a
They were
crazy
loading
time.
it, and people were grabbing and they were like only 2 per customer, and there was like some people with like little kids, and they were handing them to them, like the kids were going to go through line, their 3-year-old with 2 things of milk.
Well, don't you think that that seems like a long time ago to you? Like in my mind, it just seems like forever ago.
Well, that's when we got married, so it seems like yesterday.
Oh, come on. Seriously.
It does seem like a long time ago.
Right. So at what point in our time, in our age, remember when we used to be like, 2 years from now, God, that's forever. I don't need to worry about that. That's in 2 years. And now I'm like, 2 years from now, that's like tomorrow.
I
Right?
remember coming up
Times change.
the stairs, and Brian had like a little temperature, and he would like scan your forehead
Oh,
to make sure
yeah.
you weren't running a fever.
That's because y'all were still in the office. We were not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just look at him, and he wouldn't scan me. I'm not that they can't fire him now because he already quit. But
Well, what age do you think that happened to you? Like where
What?
you realize that time is much quicker than it was, right? I mean, think about it. Just a couple of months ago, we were like, oh, we've got 6 months until we move. And now it's like,
yeah.
oh, crap. That's like, no, it's like right around the corner, right? Time just flies
Yeah.
as you get older. I don't understand that because it should be the opposite.
Well, it'll stop here pretty soon. At some point, it's going to stop, and then you're going to be like, damn it, I wish time would keep flying.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know where your morbidness comes from. Seriously.
It's reality.
Well, I know it's reality.
Nobody makes it out of this alive.
You're funny. Very, very funny.
I am funny.
Yeah.
I could be a comedian.
See, Valerie agrees with me. It really does. And I think that probably happened with me in my early 40s, maybe mid 40s, where all of a sudden time just flew by. Like I can remember when my kids were younger, and it was just like,
It was
oh,
just a complete beating, and it was like each day was like. I'm in child raising hell. Time never moves. And then they all graduated, and then it's like, wow, time's flying. Is that what you're saying?
no. I just can kind of remember it seems like it would take them forever, like, for the next birthday and the next Christmas. And it's like I had all the time in the world. And then probably about the time that they turned 15 or 16, before I knew it, they were out the door, right? And then now, and I feel the same way. Like I just feel like time just flies. And that's kind of, I don't know. It's just scary to me, but I understand you're just like, it is what it is. I'm going to live life to the best and we're going to keep going.
I don't know if I live it to the best, but I live it to the best that I can afford to.
Ron says you on your 40s? No way. Oh, Ron, get out of here. 40s was so decades ago.
Like one.
It was 1 decade ago, yeah.
Well, almost. You're still in your 40s?
Oh, yeah, just a few more months. Not very much longer. Teresa G says she misses the pre-COVID days. So much has changed and time does fly. It really does.
I kind of miss the COVID days.
Really? Why?
Oh, shit. Nobody was out. You could go into the store and nobody was there,
It was
like,
scary, though.
no time to get to work.
Yeah.
There was nobody on the road.
No. I remember when we were planning to go to Vegas for your birthday. And I'm like, oh, we're going to Vegas for your birthday. It's going to be great. And then March hit 2019.
Yeah. I had my 50th birthday in my garage.
You did. And we didn't even let the kids come in the house.
I remember pulling around the corner and seeing my garage and going, what the hell did they do?
We decorated it.
There was stuff everywhere.
At least you had a birthday, but it was COVID.
It was cool.
it was
and I
funny.
feel bad for Cass. She didn't get to,
It was her senior high school
yeah,
year.
she got screwed. She didn't
got
have
sent home.
prom.
No
She didn't.
prom. Nothing.
nothing.
No yearbook. I mean, it was
Mm-mm.
everything was awful for her. It really was. And then graduation, we went and only what 4 of us got to go. She had very limited
Yeah,
tickets, right? So not all the siblings got to go because there's 5 of them. And it was kind of she didn't have to pick and choose. Some of them bowed out because some of them are closer to her than the others. But that was a sad time. I
right.
would never want to go back to COVID. Now pre-COVID, I would love to do that. But I do remember waking up one day and you're like, dude, you need to cancel everything to Vegas. And I'm like, no, we're going to Vegas. And we had flights.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, no, we're going to Vegas. And I remember turning on the TV and it was this like ghost town of Vegas. And you're like, I told you to cancel your tickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And that's probably
let's
the only time Vegas has ever been closed.
Josh Ray Slot says he thinks that Vegas was much better pre-COVID.
I agree.
Now, see, the problem with me is that I hadn't been because I used to go on business every year to CES and CTIA, and then I hadn't been in years. So this was going to be my jump back into Vegas, and so and then we didn't get to go.
Yeah.
So I only know post-COVID, and all the pre-stuff was, I mean, the Bellagio had just been built. I think they had
So
just
it had been a
finished
long
Paris.
time since you'd been there then.
Yeah, it'd been years and years and years. Because I used to get to go for free with the companies that I worked for. So, and then just didn't really have a need to go back until I got with the gambler.
I love Vegas. It is like Disneyland or Disney World for most people, right? There's something about Vegas, and it's not necessarily like the gambling. I love that piece of it, but I just love Vegas, the
I just
people
like the vibe.
watching and
Yeah,
the
it's
vibe.
just
Except for
fun.
the very last time we went,
Yeah.
the people watching, and I love walking down the strip and hearing all the different accents and the language that people are speaking, and just the different ways that people dress, right? Depending on where they are, what
Oh,
country or
geez.
whatever. What?
Some of those people that it's like, man, and they're walking down the strip in like 20-inch high heels and
Yeah.
skirts that come like right below their belly button. It's like, who are you? Where are you going?
So Kissy Cat says that Vegas is roaring again. The crowds were super thick this week. I bet. We got to see some of Gambling Granny, who, by the way, hit a grand live. Can you believe that?
Woo!
That is so awesome. We're so excited for her and Dice. The reaction was greatness. It was just awesome. Y'all definitely need to go check out Gambling Granny's grand that she hit while she was in Vegas.
We did not hit a grand.
We have yet to hit a grand. Kissy Cat just got back as well, and I saw, and kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about was Kissy Cat was on vacation, and she was out looking for her special glasses, right?
Oh.
The cartoon character glasses and their different collectibles and stuff. So while she was in Vegas, right, she was doing the vintage glass shopping, and it made me start kind of thinking about what do people do when they go on vacation, right? Like, what do you collect? And what are you going for? So do you go to Vegas because you want the pull? Are you going to Vegas because you just want to see it all? Are you going just to gamble? Right?
That's what Ron does.
Ron gambles.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
He doesn't say Ron mows his yard or Ron eats or Ron drinks. Ron gambles. That's what he does. That's his whole persona. He's just a gambler.
Kissy Cat says she hit 1,800 and 700 at the airport.
Oh.
Valerie says she was watching Granny's live when it happened. So much fun, right?
Wow.
In Mississippi, you can't get your drinks down fast enough before they're right back to you. Very interesting, Pop Pop. That's good to know. I don't remember that, but maybe we weren't drinking.
We were there at night. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it was like on a Wednesday or something. No, we were there. It was a weekend, wasn't it?
It was? No, it was
I
a
don't
weekend.
remember it
'cause we
being that
weren't.
busy.
I don't either.
Huh.
Kissy Cat says she went to Boulder City for thrift shopping. And then I gambled the majority of the time. Interesting. But yeah, so what do you, Ron gambles for show. So when you travel, right? What kind of things do you are you collecting something? So like, Kissy Cat, she goes out there and she's looking for these vintage glasses, right? Which I think is a fabulous way, especially when you're in Vegas. You need to have some sort of pastime. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself spending
So
all
did
your
she
money at the last
did she
minute.
go and get her prescriptions glass put into these vintage glasses?
Drinking glasses, vintage drinking glasses. Please, please, please.
Very confusing.
Yes. So anyways, I was just kind of thinking about, right? So here for me, right, I brought this stuff out because I like, which is probably the most common, is the shot glasses, right? So, Seattle, this one's from Boston, which I'm getting ready to go to again. But, so we have these places, right? And some of these are from our daughter. When she travels, she brings these home to us. But it's just curious to see what people do, because you like the skylines of the big cities, right? And so she brings you home.
Well, whether I liked them or not, I get those.
Right. That's what, that's what she's bringing you home. So your whole office and then your windowsill, you have all the different skylines and places to that.
Mm-hmm.
Sean says I got a new tattoo in Vegas this weekend.
Oh.
Holy moly. Holy moly. But,
I'm just afraid to even ask what that is. And
no, what is it?
It's not the Mike and April logo, is it?
Oh, of course it is. That's exactly what he
I
had done.
probably would have paid for that if he got the Mike and April Unplugged logo.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be pretty freaking awesome.
There is no way I would have that logo on my body.
That would be a good way to show your support for us. Sean, I demand you get the Mike and April Unplugged logo put on your body.
I feel like barely even drank my drink, but that's terrible. That's terrible.
Terribly funny.
Yes. So CNN is showing the Vegas series. Yeah, we've been trying to watch those as well, right? I mean, I love watching.
See, I couldn't find it. I thought it was on the History Channel. So it's on CNN?
It's on CNN, yeah. Oh, you know what? You did say History Channel. I'm sorry. It all just clicked. I know.
I wanted to watch it.
But, okay, so let's just kind of go back to the things that we collect, right? So I like to keep all of our cards, right? I don't know what I'm going to do with these one day, but I keep...
Are those our room keys?
So they're both, right? I have the back half is probably like my rewards cards. So when we go to Vegas, I don't have to wait in line to get new ones or wherever we go. But yeah, so these are all of our room keys, right? And I'm keeping these. And I saw Kissy Cat. She had a great craft idea for these. But, I'm pretty deep here, right? There's a lot of cards here. But I bring them home. But it's just curious, like, what am I going to do with them? And then the other thing was I was going to talk about.
You should have wrote the date on them so then we could go back and look through them and go, oh, that's the day that we stayed at.
Okay, well, at that point we were going to Vegas like every other week or every other month, right? So
well, we could still go back and remember.
I found several matches at the casinos. You did?
Really?
Really? Because I've got these that I got from my dad when he passed away, and then I've got 2 other bags full of them, but. Last time we were there, I went to the Flamingo and asked for matches, and they said they don't make them anymore. They don't do them. Josh Ray Slots, look, he says, I have tons of room keys from everywhere, too. I keep them as well. Yeah, I don't know what to do with them. I mean, Kissy Cat had a great idea.
Well, we could
do something like this, right, with the matches, because these are really cool. But the other thing is we like to go in and get the dollar chips, right, of where we're going and stuff. And did we get Tropicana? I think we did, right? Because they're closing down.
I believe we did.
Yeah. And
God, I hope we did.
What I love here, probably my most favorite.
If not, I need to send somebody on a mission.
My most favorite are the Imperial Palace, right? That these chips from Imperial Palace are just incredible to me. Absolutely. But, this is one thing we like to do is go in.
Show the people, or are you just going to sit there and...
well, I think they've seen them before, but this one is from Wendover, Nevada.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But these are from Imperial Palace. It's kind of hard to see them. I don't think they really care. New York.
Then why are we talking about this if they don't care?
Paris. Anyways, yeah. So we have a ton of these, and I'm keeping them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these either. But
I thought we were going to do a shadow box or something with them, or
but you got to come up with some kind of creative way to do it. Like this was very creative, right? For hanging the matches piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
She grabbed Tropicana chips and a cup from the casino. Oh, I forgot about that. I got a ton of those old plastic cups that my dad gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But Yeah, so I'm just curious to see what you guys, because everybody kind of collects their own thing. We have matches galore, room keys. We've got this. You get the shot glasses, but when Kissy Cat was like, "Oh, I'm going out to looking for the drinking vintage glasses or vintage drinking glasses, I should say," that was kind of cool, right? Because think about that. If you're out in different parts of the world or just here in the U.S., and you're going to get different styles of things like that. So I thought that was very.
Did we get Tropicana? Did you see a Tropicana one in there?
I don't know. If you want to talk, I'll take a look and see.
Well, my point is if we don't have one, and Kissy Cat, you have one, I'll pay you double of what you got in it. Unless it's $1,000 chip, then I probably won't.
We have the Bally's one.
Yeah.
We have the strap.
We probably won't get there before they tear it down.
I don't think we do have the Tropicana.
Or if somebody's going to Vegas soon and want to get it, I'll pay you for your time.
You know what? I don't know. Is this the only ones you found?
Yeah, I didn't dig them all out. It's fine.
Okay, well, we might have one, but if you're going soon and you want to send us one, and then we've got the Gambling Granny chips, right? I have the 2022 and 2023 ones now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's fine.
Those are going to be collectibles someday.
They are. They're the highest chip valued in here.
Matter of fact, I took one of those to WinStar and threw it on the table, and they said, "Sir, we can't accept that much." What's wrong?
Okay, I'm just looking at all the different stuff. So Pop collects license plates from each state growing up.
Oh.
You have a few of all the kids' first cars.
Yeah.
Valerie says she's not a collector anymore. She's clutter free. Congratulations.
Good for you.
That's awesome. That's kind of where we are at.
It's actually the best.
Kissy Cat, I did buy an old ashtray. Really? From Stardust.
That'd be kind of cool.
Wow. Yeah, the Mirage one too. That's right. They're going out of business.
Oh, that's true.
Or not, I guess they're closing down. I have shot glasses from all over the world. My late husband traveled a lot. I think that's awesome, right? That's probably, ooh. Oh no.
What?
Did your mom collect the forks or the spoons?
No, I don't think so.
Do you remember how people used to get spoons from every state or every city that they went to?
I don't think she collected anything.
Oh, dude, we collected bed bugs. Oh, speaking of bed bugs, do you want to talk about what that happened to that gentleman in December?
Sure. Oh, that wasn't a bed bug. That was a desert bug.
Yeah. So the gentleman is sleeping at the Venetian, and he wakes up right to his groin area on fire. And so naturally, he goes to the bathroom, and there's a scorpion. Oh my gosh, a scorpion had
He was having sex with a scorpion? What?
Nothing. I'm just trying to be good this weekend.
Trying to be Walter Cronkite here, and I'm just Pauly Shoring you all over the place.
Yes, you are.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so the gentleman goes to the bathroom and pulls down his shorts, and it had either bit him or pinched him, whatever scorpions do.
Pinched my.
And he had to go. He had to file the incident report and go get it checked out and everything. But,
ma'am,
go ahead.
Your scorpions are on the loose, and one touched my private parts.
Josh Ray's hanging from his jewels. I could cry.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, so bed bugs, and here's the thing. You're in the desert, right? And I don't care how clean a hotel is, right? I have stayed at some top-end hotels in Dubai.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it can't be perfect. The turnover rate there is so fast. And your check-in time is at 4:00. And you're getting into your room at 1:00, you better best believe it is not clean unless it was not occupied the night before. It will be clean, but it will not be completely sanitized, right?
Okay.
And there's no way that they can keep it that way. People are coming from. Sorry.
Think about this. No, I'm sorry, but if somebody goes out and does one of those desert tours or takes a helicopter out to the Grand Canyon or goes out and rides the four-wheelers, takes their backpack, whatever, and this thing gets inside one of the pockets or your blanket, and then you come back, you don't notice it, you put it down, it gets down, it crawls around, goes outside your door, because there's always that gap under the door, goes into the door next door and grabs somebody's private parts.
Yes, exactly, right? People are coming from all over the world.
Yeah.
People are coming in and out. There's dune buggy rides out there. You can go into the Emerald Caves, and your people go swimming. You're going to bring, no matter how clean they are, things are going to come back to the hotel. But it just amazes me at the extent that they'll go to, because now the Venetian, he's wanting to sue the Venetian, right?
I don't really think it's Venetian's fault.
I don't either, right? Okay, so Venetian, you pay the bill, you pay the medical bill, maybe you give the guy, maybe you comp his meal. I don't know. I've never been in this situation other than when we were at the Rio and I couldn't got
Comp
locked
his
out.
day, I guess, because it's really not going to cost you anything.
Yeah.
But he doesn't deserve any money, just like that jackass doesn't deserve to win the lottery.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second, because that's a good point. You brought something really up.
I did come up with a good analogy.
You did. So Kissy Cat says the local news has been reporting night thieves while you sleep at the Rio as well as at the Palms. Welcome in, Kathy.
Hey, what's happening?
And that's been a thing. Like, even when I travel right now, I get super nervous and I'm trying to shimmy the door, right, so that people can't get in, especially because I'm by myself traveling. But it's a known thing that people are coming in and robbing people or just taking their things while they're asleep at a hotel. Right? Yeah. My dog can barely make it through the night and scratch, and I wake up. Right, just the noises, the little things. Mom, just call it mom's intuition. The mommy heart. Once you have a kid, the sono ears happen or whatever. So I just can't imagine people. There's stories of people just sleeping right through being robbed, and they wake up or they come back to their room and their stuff is gone, right? That's just so scary. Place a chair, that's right. And you can hear it. That's exactly it.
That and last time, because your bathroom's generally right by your door.
Yeah.
And we took your
ironing board. You had me put the ironing board.
Put the ironing board in there, and they weren't getting that damn door.
So I put the ironing board underneath the doorknob, and then I just cocked it enough to where the end of the ironing board was in the door frame, the door frame, of the bathroom, right? And they couldn't get in, which worked really well, right? It doesn't work well when I have those suites, when I have the ones that have the kitchen and the living room.
Sweet.
But I've been fortunate because the last couple of times it's had a bar stools, and I've been able to put those up underneath there. I just really need to get something to carry with me.
Yeah, and you know what?
To not wake up, Kissy Cat says.
Yeah, and now I'm sitting there thinking, shoot, you're fixing to leave, and we've had all this time between your trips, and I don't have anything for you. So
yeah.
But still, I don't know what that would be. We need to make something.
I think if you just buy, I'm thinking just a piece of wood that looks like a piece of cheese, and I just slam it up under the door. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well I'm sure, but a strong enough blow could push that out. I don't know. We need something. We need to find something.
I agree. I think so too. I would like to have something before next week's big adventure.
Well, I'm sure I can come up with something.
That's making me very nervous.
What about a welder?
Can I bring a welder and weld my door shut?
I'll send you with a welder and a grinder, and then you could grind your way cut the welds loose whenever you get ready to leave.
All right. Here's the thing. So after the show and at work, you guys were discussing what we talked about last week.
Linda was all put out and bothered by this. She asked our attorney.
Well, go back to what the original question was for those who weren't here last week.
So for anybody who wasn't here, the original question was, this gentleman had bought a lottery ticket, gone on the website, and his numbers matched what they said. Now, the problem was that wasn't the winning numbers. They were testing out a new website or whatever, and they had put up some just fictitious numbers.
They published the wrong numbers.
But it wasn't even for that winning, but they just were testing this out, and then now he is suing them because they had posted those numbers.
And he thinks he has the right to the lottery.
Right. So Linda's walking around work asking everybody their opinion, and asked our attorney. Our attorney comes in and talks to me, and he was like, yeah, that guy doesn't deserve anything. And I was like, I agree. And then it hit me. So.
Oh, and this one got me hard.
Yeah. So.
It hit me hard.
After the Super Bowl, if ESPN would have posted up that San Francisco won, would that have meant that they deserve half the trophy and the 40, and then Kansas City didn't win anything?
No.
Not
at all.
No. So just because something's posted up on the internet doesn't mean it's true.
Right.
Those aren't the number. Those weren't the results of the lottery winning. And then those weren't the results of the Super Bowl. The Chiefs won. Everybody saw them win, just like everybody that watched the lottery drawing and knew that those weren't the numbers. So
I think that was actually a good analogy, right?
Yes.
Because you are right. We all watched it. We all know the Chiefs won. If we were watching, we saw it. It was live. It was not in person, but it was live. It was real time that we were watching it, and the Chiefs won. So yes, if the ESPN had come back and accidentally posted that they had won the Super Bowl and it was at the Kansas City Chiefs, I would be upset.
Yeah.
I would completely be upset if they're like, "Oh, we have to award it to them." So you're right? I don't think this gentleman is owed any money at all. It was, what do they call it? Flukes kind of thing going on.
No, it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate that they were doing that. They should have been more explicit of this is only a test. These numbers are not actual numbers from a lottery, what have you. It was unfortunate, but he still doesn't deserve anything.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, when you look at it that way, and not just because I'm a big Kansas City Chief fan, but if you just look at it from that perspective, he's not owed anything. It was a published error, right? It is what it is. Kissy Cat says, so some dumb lady took my suitcase home last night. She had to bring it back. That is my worst fear about traveling. We talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's just so scary. So scary. Linda says, I would have been upset, but feelings are not facts. Yep.
That's true.
Yeah, horse race is a photo finish. There you go, Tracy. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Photo finish are not facts. Or no, wait. I'm mixing up the two.
Are we still talking about bed bugs?
Now they're talking about
Douche and her bed bugs.
douche scorpions are biting men's balls. Yes, they're back to that. That was an interesting topic, apparently.
That was an interesting topic.
I think so too, right? But these things are going to happen, and I don't think that the Venetians should.
I'm kind of getting a
get
little
sued.
nauseous just thinking about it.
I bet you are, right? It's just one of those things that it's going to happen, right?
Brian wanted to know if collecting cars constituted as things you collect. If buying cars is exuberant amounts of cars.
Sure, if you make enough money to buy a car every time you go on vacation, why not? Right?
Well, we should do that then.
Paul thinks the scorpion guy planned it.
That's very
That's
possible.
what you
and
said.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
Because, why not? Take a little bit of a kick in the nuts, if you will, and then, make a big fuss about it and go to the hospital and then I'm suing you. I mean, people slip in
so
stores.
I'm just going to grab a scorpion and put it
People
on my leg?
People drop milk in the floor and slip on the floor of Walmart to sue. Yeah.
Well, I guess they do. I mean, you've done
People-
that. We've slipped
people-
somewhere and we didn't sue them. We left. And
Oh, I thought you meant I dropped milk on the floor and
no,
slipped in it.
you slipped at Whataburger or Brahms or something.
Brahms. Yeah, I probably could have sued. I'm still jacked up from that. But, and then people put bugs in their food and
Hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they've had a few bites and then they.
yeah, to get their meals free or what have you.
We got bed bugs from a Caesar's property a long time ago. It was terrible. Really, really terrible.
Whoa.
I have, knock on wood, I have been very fortunate. As much as we are out and about, I'm surprised I haven't gotten them, and I'm glad I haven't. But I also check the room when I go, and I have sanitary wipes, and I just try to take some precautions, right?
Yeah, we clean. We clean the bed bugs. Our bed bugs are clean. We sanitary wipe them down. Come here, guys. Time for a bath.
Dude says shame on you.
Who?
Ronnie C. I have a YouTube channel stickers on my luggage. Super easy to spot on the belt. Yeah. I have a leopard print tape, duct tape, so that I can find mine super easy.
I can always find your luggage.
It's easy to find, right?
There it is. Well, now everybody's going to be able to find your luggage. They're going to be like, there's April's luggage.
Yeah,
that must be her.
And what's funny, it's leopard print, and I'm not even a girly girl.
No, that's true.
But it was just something that stuck out when I went to Walmart. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll buy that. I was looking for something, and I just thought when I went down, I was going for silver duct tape, and then I realized more people probably use that, right, to mark their luggage in my mind. So I ended up getting the leopard tape. And now it's on there for good and it won't come off.
Kissy Cat needs to have like an alarm or something, like one of those, or maybe one of those air tags. She could sit there and trace her stuff around if people are stealing her luggage.
Never going to have an air tag.
No, well, we don't.
We talked about
we
that.
don't have Apple products.
Yeah, I mean, but still, there's so many bad things that can go wrong with that, right? When you're traveling, especially by yourself, people can link up to it, or I don't know the ins and outs on it. I know last time there was a little bit of argument when we discussed it. I don't really remember.
People can tag into your phone if they wanted to, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Okay, kiddo, we're an hour in.
I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed, to be honest with you.
Normally I'm like, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to call it at an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know if we accomplished anything. I hope we entertained you people, but we're exhausted.
We are exhausted and have a busy week.
And I got to build a camper and get it ready to roll.
Yes, you do. So
I need to film some of that shit.
We do appreciate everybody coming in and talking with us. Please send us your emails next Sunday. Do not forget, we are going to have St. Patrick's.
Before next Sunday.
Huh?
You said send us your emails next Sunday.
Well, send us your emails, but also next Sunday is St. Patrick's trivia.
Yeah. That's not what you said, though.
Well, I know. I was just correcting myself.
Okay. Anyways, send us your emails if you want to join in. It's free money. Even if you don't win, it'd still be fun. But maybe you will.
Okay.
Mike and April Unplugged at gmail.com.
Yes, so send us an email so we can get you on the March Madness, and then be sure to tune in next Sunday because we're going to have trivia, St. Patrick's Day.
And there's
trivia.
no telling what I'm going to be dressed up
It'll
like.
be fun, I'm sure. So
yeah,
stay tuned, guys. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you next Sunday.
We will.
This has been a Mike and April studio production.